Greetings, ascending ones, my divinity to yours. Welcome and thank you if you are new or returning. Thank you for all your comments, your clicks, your support and love. Above all that, the light that you are upholding in this most treacherous and difficult, the darkest night of the soul that each and every one has experienced, is experiencing, and that which cloaks the planet. I have completed 1 to 6 part series of Archangel Michael's channeled messages, and I'm sure many of you have begun. I have received beautiful response messages and some of your experiences. It's a delight to read, and thank you, for this work is yours individually. It is a choice you make. I am providing the information. For many of you, this will have a temporary, for some of you, a long-lasting effect. And as Michael has mentioned, it is important that you do undergo this process, because we all return carrying baggage, carrying karmic lessons and blessings, and it is important that you clear so that you can receive your blessings. As much as a lot of dark is taking place, it is an illusion to the awakened ones, to the awakening ones, and those that are still in slumber, and I say this with love and light and absolutely no judgment or criticism. You will, when the time is right, step into it, into the light. And these messages will always be here to be your guide, to be your light, your beacon, your lighthouse. Archangel Raphael has given permission that I begin a healing series. It is important that to get to the healing series, that you complete Michael's series. And the reason for that is Spirit is taking you on the Ascension journey. But if you are not willing to complete the journey, at least start by doing some work on yourself so that you are able to clear out a lot for when you do return, whether it is back in the 3D or in the 5th dimension, that you are prepared for those incarnations. Along many of your lifetimes, you were given a lot of help. Some of you have accepted and helped yourself. Many of you, still very conditioned and enslaved, have not, but sunk in deeper and lower into the dark vibrations. And I must say, as much as we all cry out for help, divine help, everyone's journey is individual. Everyone is responsible and needs to be accountable for the law of cause and effect. Spirit cannot come flying in, crashing in and saying, okay, I feel sorry for you, or this, or that, and decide to eliminate everything and give you the paradise you're looking for. You must put the effort. You must help yourselves. And I'll give you a very simple example. When everything is given to us for nothing, or easily, effortlessly, you don't value it as much. And such is the human psychology. But when you pay for something, when you earn it, You will value it because you know the road, the journey, the difficulties that you have surpassed, achieved, or overcome in which to attain that. So likewise, when you put in the work and the effort, trust me, I have been there, I have done it. If I had to tell you the chapters of my life that has been so difficult, the trauma, the drama, the abuse, the setups, the negativity, you will not believe that it is I, the same person, before you, in voice energetically, remotely, in absolute love and light, expressing to you all that I am saying. For perhaps you feel that my life has been always regal. That has not been the case. I have been through the ringer, and you do not know the suffering and the pain. But every time I pick myself up and I mentor, I am my guide, and of course all credit goes to the divine. But the one thing I am certain of, and have always been certain of as a little girl, is that there is something bigger and larger out there, and I need to find it. It keeps flickering, it keeps tinkering, it keeps prompting. And as a little girl, I have always been strong. I've had my weaknesses, my doubts, my fear. It is part of growing up because of what we're exposed to. But I didn't stop having those inner moments, those little quiet times, that little talk in the mirror, seeing my reflection and wanting to understand who I am, why am I here, why am I dealing with this, what is going wrong, is God punishing me, am I so bad, all of these questions. And as I grew up and I learned a little bit at a time how it is that I am responsible for this journey. What can I do to change these little bits and make it better? It is not easy, and I understand it is easier said than done. But I assure you and reassure you that you are not alone in this journey or on this journey. You have help. It is around you. Open your eyes, understand, welcome. Ask your guides to help you and embrace the energy, the information that is available to you. And I wish each and every one of you well on your journeys. And I do hope that we are together for a long time, uniting in love and light, in spreading it and sharing it. For it is the only ingredient that exists, that is real and genuine, that is right and righteous. And I leave you with that. May we continue as we do a reading now on Prince William. Spirit has said, do William straight after Catherine, and then I will be doing the children. And we shall move on thereafter to other royal members, but between that I will bring you other teachings, because that is the importance of the channel. The Archangel Raphael series will be all about healing the different parts of you, as well as healing for the planet. We've done a major slaying demons of the planet, which was the clearing, the shielding, the ending, and now we need to heal the planet. So the very first energy I will bring through from Archangel Raphael will be the healing of the planet. It is important that we replace what we've released with the cloak of light, so not to allow any resurfacing, reawakening or retraction of what was. And for most of you, I do encourage that you please complete the series. It is important, for we are in the ever-changing times, and I will go deeper into that in future teachings. Let us begin. Divine Spirit of Light, in your feminine, masculine polarities, In your energy bands of protection, I ask that you grace us with your love and this immaculate energy over me, the channel, the platform, and each and every one listening. I continue to express the love and healing through my voice, through my energy and intention over each and every one, their families, their homes, their possessions, their places of work, their life path, and everything that is about them that is righteous. I ask that you cover them with your reassurance of everlasting, eternal love, and thank you. I am now ready, if you are, to begin the reading on Prince William. I ask you to please bring in the energy frequency that is showing. We have the Three of Wands. Show us more what is taking place in Prince William's energy. Give us a view or a hint of the energy space he is in. Well, he's very stuck, I must say, and he's facing a lot of confusion. Judgment tried to come out. We have the Six of Wands, the 3 and 6. We have the Chariot. We have Judgment here. The Page of Wands. We have Judgment, and we have the 10 of Swords. So what do I do here? Spirit says take them. The bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, which is about the children. That's how it came out. The Three of Wands. He is waiting for reaction. He is waiting for traction. He's waiting for public support, and he hopes that a lot of it will be coming in. He has put out a lot of information, and it is not received the way he expected. A lot of him is being supported by those asleep, and a lot of him are being supported by the light. And when I say that, I mean there are two different energy planes playing out, and that is giving birth or rise to a third energy. So the Three of Swords is showing, on one hand, he has the support that he's looking for, hoping for, and wanting. On the other hand, which is leading towards the light, are the awakened ones that are not supporting him and leaning here. And he is holding his hand on this wand, hoping that he can pull everybody on that side. But unfortunately, because of this conflict, a higher energy is growing. Can you see the wands are at a different level, Spirit says? Why am I starting to stutter? Why are the words not coming out easily? And that is because of all the untruth that is coming out of their mouths, their hearts. They are beginning to stutter now. It is shaking them up. They're on shaky ground. Their feet are not firm anymore. They're not sure what to expect. So I say those that are of the light, please continue. Because there is a shadow and there is light. and he's hoping to pull you through on the other side. You are being asked by Spirit to uphold your light, and we thank you. For a new energy band is growing higher than what he expects, and that will supersede an outcome. As you can see, that leans to the left, which is where he wants to tilt you, and he's hoping to win with the Six of Wands. He's hoping to become victorious going forward. We have a 3 and a 6 energy. I wouldn't be surprised in the coming cards if we receive a 9. Because energy is being played out in 3s here. The 6 is making a very strong impression of victory. He wants to win, and he will at all cost. We need to be anchored so firmly and deeply, with our head raised to the sun, symbolic of light, of illumination, of truth, to see what is taking place. The sun is here, you can see it, but his head is not here. It is looking ahead on his victory. I have just noticed something on this card that I've not before, and there's a reason why. Specific impressions will be veiled during different readings and will emerge when it is timely divine. There are horns here. Can you see it? A hidden agenda, being masked by a wreath of growth and popularity and trying to be organic and real. But unfortunately, it is beginning to show because many of you are spotting it, are noticing it. We have the Chariot. He wants to move ahead very quickly with his plans, but he's still very deep in the snow because it's cold, it is cruel, it is not warm and not well received. The light is behind him, but he's strong. He's being steered by a dark force, a trickery of source. What does that mean? He is not in his I am presence, which we've identified. It is the dark energy that is his source, his power, and I am being told that there is another energy that is holding the trump. There's another energy that is larger, that is controlling this. So he himself wants to control, but he's also being controlled. So he's fighting the light and the dark in himself as well. And that is a very heavy energy, because I had to take a deep breath in which to bring it out. It's as if my chest was being tightened. So I do feel that something is tightening up within him. He's stuck. He can't go anywhere. From a chariot, from sitting on a vehicle that is able to glide him through easily because of the energy that's working with him, that's allowing this fluidity. But in him, he's primitive, he's stuck. He's stuck within himself. his consciousness is blocked. He's a marked man, I am told. He's a marked man. I'm not sure yet what that means, but I am feeling Spirit is quiet. There will come a time of quiet, of peace and calm. You will not hear from them or him. He does not want to be seen. It's as if he's going into hiding. He wants to keep a low profile. He wants to move quickly, but right now, he wants to keep a low profile at the same time. So I feel this is happening in a different state of consciousness when he's being controlled. But when he comes out of that and tries to find himself, he's stuck. He is powerless. It's as if he can't move very far or very fast. He can't take action on his own. He's got to be thrust into it or pushed into it by this force. Judgment. There's a call for judgment, and Spirit says, we hear you. We hear you, and we are working on it with you. We need your help, your guidance. We need your love and light for this incredible transformation. This is your call for judgment. This is the call for judgment, and we know. We have asked, I have asked for Prince William's energy, and Princess Catherine's energy plays up. It is undeniable that he is connected with this, responsible for it, and in full knowing and understanding of what the truth is. And the population at large, but yet in minority still, are awake and awakening and calling for justice. Divine justice, the one I speak through, has begun an energy frequency called love, light, and divine justice. And we ask each and every one of you to keep that in your mind, your intention and prayer. Love, light, and divine justice. It is a kind of energetic hashtag that will raise in vibration and frequency and begin to electrify and solidify in a very energetic way. And from that will come major breakthroughs. And that is at the heart of the reading. Is there any other information that you wish to share on Prince William's energy, strength? The time is coming when he will be stepping into very uncharted territory. And he will be stripped naked. There will be nudity. And we're not talking about this physically. We're talking about this energetically. Meaning, he will have all the masks come off. All the false cloaks fall down and stripped of all this darkness. and he will stand naked and have to come to terms with the truth. And it is his free will to express it. He cannot control the beast, and the beast will have to leave his control. And he will need a lot of help and strength, and he will not have much support for that. He will lose control. Page of Cups. It will weigh heavy on his emotions, and he will be fooling himself that he can cope with it. He's hidden in the depths, cherishing his moments of intended victory. I want you to see that the light is entering these depths, and very quickly the shadows that he's cheering toward will move away, will no longer be seen, because the light will expose him. And this sits right underneath or beneath the judgment. Give us more, Spirit. Help us understand a little bit more. The Tower. The Tower. He will be stripped. It will come down quickly and unexpectedly. This will take place, and he will lose himself, search for himself in unknown territory, walking the lands aimlessly and lost. And it could happen physically, but right now we are seeing it very energetically. Because remember, on your planet, free will needs to play out for a physical manifestation, but we are reading the currency of energy. And this is right beneath that card, the Ten of Swords. Show us one more, please. We have the Knight of Coins. A dark horse on an overcast and gloomy day, straddling along, not focused on his journey, but on the prize. To focus on your journey, you must look straight ahead and see what's in your path. But when you stride along, distracted, confused, and in an energy that is in the absence of light, you only focus on your prize. It is a very slow energy, but a very sure one. So whatever will take place will not be positive. It is an energy that started a long time ago. An intention, a plan, a vision to come into fruition now. And it is. But it is not positive, it is not light. It is selfish. It's a promise to the self, a victory to the self, a win, a triumph, a goal for one particular thing. And this energy sits against or next to the Ten of Swords and the Tower. So there will be a very high price to pay for what is being withheld for this length of time that was planned. And when the time comes for reveal, it will be dark. Is there anything else before I change the deck? No, thank you. Let me show you what's at the bottom. The Eight of Swords. The color red that many of you have seen in your dreams that are chatting with me about. This is your confirmation. An energy of entrapment. An energy that you either are in a survivor or you're in survival mode, or you don't survive at all. The ones that were dreaming about Catherine, this is your confirmation. I have given a bit of an explanation, and if you can tie those words together with this particular picture in mind, and that, you have your answer. Many of your questions will be answered in the readings. I try to find the time in which to respond as best as I can. And there's a lot more that I do want to say, but it will take a lot of time and length of write. And will be difficult for me to get through everyone. I am still getting through your messages. And also remember that when I do answer from a very higher place. And some of your answers are channeled at that time. The Four of Swords. This is Catherine. Alright, let's move on to the next deck. Show us, what are the plans that Prince William has to go forward with this particular situation? We have the Queen of Swords. What are his plans to move forward? Tell us, show us and help us understand. What is he working on? The Eight of Pentacles. Let's see, we'll try to jump out. The Two of Cups, which is a new relationship or two people coming together in love, in harmony, in balance, in happiness. And what I do have here is the Eight of Swords, showing how important and urgent that is to come in. Show us Prince William's plans to move forward with all that is taking place right now. We have the Wheel. Let us go through what we have. He's not prepared to bring you any truth. He's still sitting with his back faced and in the opposite direction, holding his sword of what he believes in. As you can see, he's made himself very comfortable. His feet is on a very fancy piece of cloth, on a very rugged, rigid surface. So wherever he's placed, He will make himself at home and feel comfortable and proud of himself. While all the clouds are hanging over his head that need to be cleared for the truth to come out, but he purposely, intently is wanting to keep those clouds hanging. Metaphorically, to keep you in the dark, to not let you see the light and the truth, to let this build up and accumulate. The Eight of Pentacles. This is working in the dark. We have a skull, which is a symbol of death. We have a candle burning because we're staying in the dark and want to be unseen. We have an energy of somebody that's working very diligently at their craft. Even if they cannot see the way out, they are trying. I just want to look at this bird. It looks like either a crow or a raven. It looks like a crow. Well, it's a black bird of some sort that is sitting on the rest of the armrest of this chair, this high chair. That is a shadow energy. So, dabbling in the craft of darkness, of a plot, a plan, a strategy. And it is deadly. It is not positive. If you're working so hard at something positive, it wouldn't be such a struggle now, would it? This is the goal. The Wheel of Fortune. The prize. The Pentacle of inheritance. And also the Pentacle that is used in ritual, in this dark act. Can you see how many pentacles there are? How many acts of darkness? How many plots and plans of creation? How many crafts that have been the art? Hidden away at some bottom chamber or lower level, not to be seen. There's no natural light. It is dark. There's artificial light. But light is light if you use it positively. You can never use light negatively. Please do not misinterpret what I say. But you will light a candle or a lamp or a torch to do dark work. One can do that, and it is done. We have the Eight of Swords, and we had that appear in the previous deck at the bottom. Catherine is showing up again, showing this particular work that was taking place. This is the castle behind, in the shadow, in the mist. And she is far away from that energy. She no longer is part of that energy. There is a disconnect. A disconnect in spirit, waiting for the light to break through. But a body, a vessel that is trapped, that has not yet laid to rest. Show us what else. How does he intend to move forward with this energy? What is in his energy that will help us understand what he wishes to do? Well, he does not intend to move forward by bringing you the truth anytime soon. The High Priest. The doors are locked because the keys are crossed. So you're going to wait a long time for any truth to surface. He's taking instruction and guide from someone else. There is energy at work and at play that are not positive either. And you will continue to have the clouds grow as you try very hard for the truth to come out. But what Spirit is saying, and if you can vaguely hear the birds that have just suddenly come through, the Spirit is saying, I want you to look at this cloud. There's a formation here. It looks like a very large being of light forming in the clouds that is watching over the situation. So you are certain of justice, but it may not come out in the way you want it to. But we're watching, and it's building, because the one that feels he's in charge, with his fingers up giving a signal, is not in charge. Not anymore. We had the Ace of Wands, showing you that Spirit is saying there will be light, there will be transformation. The clouds will lift. Can you see that? The clouds will lift and the sun will come down. There is light. Hold your light, uphold your faith, and be strong, believers. You're ascending. You're not in the dark. And with your every drop of light and help, this breakthrough that you're looking for will come. This is a monarch butterfly. Monarch from monarchy, resonance of royalty. So we are letting you know that transformation is taking place. Every single day when you step into your light and you uphold it in truth, in justice, we are drawing closer to you. And the fruits of your labor will bear fruit. New fruit. Is there anything else? I won't take all, but I need to explain the supporting energy. 7 of Pentacles. All that is worked hard for, all that is being engineered. Can you see right at the bottom, at ground level, at root level? That is the only light that shows, because the foundation was set up for this particular institution over centuries to bring light and love and fairness and justice, and that is how the rules should have been. But as generations and cycles have changed, Unfortunately, these pentacles have no light. It is dark. The earnings, the income, the control and manipulation, the influence, etc. is of dark. So very quickly, you'll be walking the lands in simplicity. There will be no more nobility, royalty. It is changing. The Four of Pentacles, because of greed and lust, it is everything for me, all for me. I won't share it. I will continue to guard it. It is mine, all mine. Fool, because that is for my new beginning, my new idea of life. But it is a foolish game. It is a great risk. And unfortunately, with my head in the opposite direction, I do not see where the cliff ends. And even my loyal companion has turned away from me because I am foolish. I continue to let the clouds grow because my head is stuck. I am stuck. And a fall from this height is assured. What I did see, I must show you, is when I picked up the two cards that had fallen off the deck. The Death card and the Ten of Swords. And I'm sure that these cards appeared in Catherine's reading yesterday or the day before when I posted that reading. You can't get away with this. He cannot get away with it. It is there, it is truth. It is a reality. It is hidden. But it will come to light. Unfortunately, not in the sequence of events it took place in. It will be transcribed as something different, but will have the outcome that we all know we are expecting. Show me, what is Prince William dabbling in? What is this darkness? What is his intentions? The barriers. It teaches arts and science and rhetoric. It restores lost honors and dignities. It takes honor and dignity from them. So he's got a dark teacher. This is the Seven of Pentacles. And instead of that energy of the Pentacles growing, it was decreasing in light. It is here. This was the last card that I drew from the previous deck, and this is the first card from another deck. No, apologies. Yes, it was. Sorry, it was. So we have the Seven of Pentacles mirroring each other. It is darkness. This money, this wealth that was cultivated to be harvested now, unfortunately, has no light. There is very little money to begin with, Spirit is saying. A lot of money is lost by acts of greed and lust. And I do feel that the time has come now for pay up as well, for debt, owing debt that now needs to be settled. So this is a very dark energy of loss of income. So I do feel that there's some financial, as much as there's a projection of great wealth, there is a financial deficit being hidden or that is being faced at the moment. Tell us more. Question. Reconcile friends, tell of the past, present and future, gives dignities and honor. So definitely people from the past are coming in to take what is owing. A lot of behind the scenes networking was happening, because we have here takes honor and dignity from others, lost honor and dignities, restores lost honor and dignities. And here we have gives dignities and honor, and these are coming from friends, tell of the past, present and future. So it is all of the backhanded, the behind the scenes, the networking, all of the people, the minions that were doing a lot of the bidding, and the forerunners that money is probably owed to, that now want their pay up. They want their returns, they want their promises. And I do feel that there is possibly whistleblowers that are threatening to go ahead and are waiting for their money because they have not received it, now want to come out. It's like walking in a zombie state, because that's how people were fooled. But now they possibly waking up and wobbling about, asking for their returns, their dividends. Show us what is going on. Teaches logic, ethics, and value of herbs and stones. Can make one invisible. Helps one to be intelligent and long-lived. Can recover lost items and find treasures. So this is dark energy. This is someone playing on others' minds through very different practices, altars, using potions to appear and disappear, using intelligence for longevity, and we've spoken about this before, to be intelligent and long-lived, and recover lost items and find treasures. So this is definitely to do with disguising wealth, disguising who they truly are. This is the Nine of Cups. This is basking in wealth, but it is disguised. It is not true and valid. There is a false energy, and I do feel there might be bankruptcy taking place right now. They're bankrupt or reaching bankruptcy, owing a lot of money, having promised a lot of money, and fooling hiding, make one invisible, go into hiding, and using a very intelligent source to manipulate that energy, lost items and treasures, probably having to return a lot of what they are holding back. Well, I did also say before that a redistribution of wealth will have to take place once the collapsing reaches a level of no return. Redistribution of nations' wealth, treasures, gems, artifacts, historical information. Show us what else. Aligos reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles. So there's going to be a war. Not necessarily in the literal sense, but there is a battle, a struggle, a conflict. And it definitely has to do with higher people, lords and kings. So the Dark Lords and royalty, the prestigious, the elites. There's a battle going on behind the scenes. And this is what's going on right now. A battle of power, of struggle, of wealth, of control between the royal family and the dark. The dark are losing grip. And the royal family are their pawns and minions now. So they have been in power by the dark, for the dark. But now it seems like the dark do not want to use them as players anymore. And they too are fighting for their power. But the dark seem to want to change that power. This is getting so odd, Spirit. Please help us understand what is happening. Well, we did say it's not all as it seems. There's a higher battle going on behind the scenes. VIBRATES gives answers of past and present and future, reconciles friends and foes. So can you see the reptilian energy here? Venomous, coiled, controlling, tight. Gives answers of past, present, and future. There are all these timelines that are coming together now for collapsing. The past, the present, to clear out for the future. Reconciles friends and foes. That's talking about karmic balancing. Friends and foes. Who are your friends, who you can rely on, and all the enemies all at once. Everything is collapsing together. All the timelines are now being played out. Those that were your friends you've turned into foes, and those that are your foes that you think will be your friends. So when we dabble in the dark and we think that we will have friends for life, unfortunately the dark uses everyone for their own and personal gain. And it's now playing out where they will even turn against the ones that they put in power. What else? Well, there was too many that tried to come out. Let's do that again, Spirit. Show me. What else? Help us understand what is taking place. Well, I have that tried to get onto my... And I have that turned over. So let's look at this. This looks like the tower. Yes, it is the tower. Lovers. Causes women to love men and brings them together in love. Can make women barren. Using the consciousness of feminine energy for sacrifice. This is going on behind the scenes. Causes women to love men and brings them together in love. Can make women barren. This is prostitution, slavery, to get power and harvest that virginity, that innocence and purity. It is demonic, it is animalistic behavior that gives this reptilian energy vibrance and power, vitality and strength. And then we had the Saggio, promoter of discord, war, arguments and falsehood, gives generous responses. Well, the tower is coming down. It is dark, it is horrid, and it is coming down. I did say there will be a war of some kind, or conflict, or struggle, or battle, and here it is. And now we have two towers. The Tower of the Monarchy and the Tower of the Dark. We have two different timeline energies playing out. It is now time, and I've been saying that through all the readings. It is the ending, it is the collapsing, and it is here, it is taking place. Is there anything else that you wish to tell us that is happening behind the scenes involving the royal family, Prince William at the helm? For he is the future king. Is there anything else? No. Alright, show us from this deck, which I also had in reserve, permitted by Spirit as the closing energy. We have soulmate. We have healing. We have self-love. And we have the Phoenix rising. Selling out. I want you to see this card. When I did a reading a few days ago, maybe a week or two ago, on Prince William, that I said it was very dark, alarming, and I did not post it. These were one of the cards that came out in that reading. I will not post that reading. I've actually deleted that video. It was very painful for me to channel that message. But these were one of the cards that showed a dead woman with a great bloody wound, a stab wound, or a very horrid incision. And this card accompanied another card which came out in a previous reading, and I did mention that that too was one of the cards that had come out. All right. The luring of women, the dabbling and utilizing of women through negative energy, occult, practice of dark, ritual, sacrifice. This is confirming what we were saying. Spirit is now giving us a visual to how dark energy lures women. believing they are falling in love or in love, deceived. Use your light, people, to heal the situation, to bring love and light to all the women that are in pain, that are suffering, that have suffered and become victim. I want to show you the card that I had a peek of like that when I was placing this deck down is victim consciousness. The women that have been dark victims of this consciousness. There's a reason I saw that card. Look at the numbers 12 and 21, back to back energy. 12 and 21. The dark energy that has suppressed and oppressed women, their beauty, their sexuality, sensuality, their maternity, their femininity, their divinity. Send love and light and heal every woman and child that has undergone these atrocities, this despicable, disgusting occult of darkness and sacrifice. So that every woman can feel her true beauty again and love herself and come out of victim consciousness. That can feel pure and wanted and deserving. And as we raise that consciousness, we'll be raising the feminine divine and the love and the compassion and the healing and the understanding on our planet. Women are birthing vessels. They bring life, they give life. They have qualities that no man in gender format can offer in its completion or entirety as a woman can. And that is why she was created. She is soft and gentle, but she can be the hardest rock when it comes to protecting her children, her family. And I must say that each and every one that is masculine, that may feel I am biased, I am not. How did you come into this world? Through a woman. Whether you love that woman as your mother or not, but you came into this world from a woman, as a child born from a mother. The Phoenix rising. A great transformation is underway. From all of this pain, this torment, this torture, this treachery, the predators of the dark, you are rising. You are rising above the dark. And the light will win. It must. It's a matter of time, as you say. On your planet, there is no time. It is an illusion. But if we all pull our socks, open our eyes, and stand in our strength, in the power and truth of light, for justice, out of love, we will win. You have the power to change everything on your planet, and we respond accordingly. We cannot and will not interfere in the law of free will, because you have asked us prior to incarnation to respect your will for free will, and we have sanctioned that. So now we ask you to rise like the phoenix. The energy of Pluto is at work, purging, clearing, and exposing all dark formats, all dark templates. Must now shatter. I ask many of you to revisit the channel, the message that was given about slaying demons. This is what it is about. And that is why we said these messages that are coming through the series will help you understand who you are, to raise your vibration, to clear yourself, so that you are prepared for the next step in your journey. And that will come as conscious light workers, torchbearers, and so on. And it will help you individually as you help the planet that you live on and that you keep returning on. Do you not feel it is your responsibility to give something back? Do you not feel that it is your responsibility to leave behind a legacy that when you do return you will be proud of? It is your responsibility, your accountability, your loyalty. Beautiful hearts of light. It is heavier and heavier and darker as we make way, as we clear our paths. It is never comfortable or easy, and we understand, but we are supporting you. I want you to become cognizant that we are present. You're never on this journey alone. We have always been in the waiting. I have asked this channel before to bring the very vision into your minds of what is happening. And we did say that it will come in one of the readings, and I will give you a lesson here that she herself uses. And the reason why I bring you the lessons that she uses, or informations in little bits that she uses, is it because it is only from experience, true experiences of the ones living and have underwent, that you can truly understand the reality. When we read a book, it is very quick that we might forget what we've read. But when one expresses from their truest, from their own life, their personal experiences, that we can somehow resonate and try to apply it or make it practical in some way. I want you to bring into your vision, as she does when she teaches, and lets her students know, or people know, how close we are if you can try and help the situation. If you imagine a lake or a river on a very cold winter's morning, and if you stand in front of it, you will see a thick, heavy mist just above the surface of the water beginning to rise. And as you raise your eyes and look a little bit higher and higher, you will begin to see that mist thinning out until it is so transparent you can see through it, and perhaps what is beyond or higher up, not so. And that is the picture she gives that I wish to use today for you. What she is saying to them, and I say to you, is that thick part of the mist is what is veiling you on the earth as the water from us, where it thins out until it disappears. So if you raise yourself above the water and continually work a little bit every day, rising above the thicket, the fog, you will raise your higher selves, your consciousness, through that into the very whispery bits, and we can make contact with you in a much more profound way. And as you continue to work a little bit more, you will go higher up until all the mist disappears. And you will be able to see us, and hear us, and feel us, and smell us. You will become intuitive, telepathic, psychic, and all of your higher senses will awaken and activate and begin to function. You all have them. It is not given to a selective few. It is those that have worked very hard over many lifetimes, that have perfected the art in many ways, and each gift is unique to each one. You cannot have everybody be a doctor now, can you? You've got to have specialists. You've got to have diversity. You've got to have different occupational levels, different levels. And so each and every one of your gifts are different. I mean, they will awaken differently and show themselves differently. But you can have more than one activated and working in coherence. There was a card on the table that I will ask her to look for that gives you a little bit of an idea. Let us find this card. It is this one. It is showing you how easily you can turn your back on something and regret it. I want to show you this card now, which is that lake we've been talking about. And when you turn your back on the clarity of life and bring yourself into this kind of darkness of despair, it is because the mist that is rising from this lake, that is blocking out the castle, is what you can't see. But when you raise your consciousness higher, the light will come in and reveal what's in the shadows. It is not really the shadows. It is the reality. It is what is real, what exists that you could not see. So what we're saying is, let go of the entrapment of illusion. Rise from your stillness and depths, above the fog, above the mist. And as you go higher, the light will come in, and we are the light. If you can hold this impression, and that is one of the lessons that I bring to you from her, through her, to you. And it is with love and light that I now leave you. We look forward to meeting and greeting and seating in these moments of light that is fleeting in your hearts, in your mind, in your consciousness. I now love and leave you. Until next, stay blessed.